Mia works nights. She is a nurse on Ward 3. The ward is a long hall with soft lights. The floors are clean, they smell of lemon, they smell of medicine. The clocks on the walls tick, the sound is slow. At night, the ward is a small, warm world. It hums with the sound of heaters. It hums with quiet breathing. The air is thick with the scent of old paper. The air is thick with lavender soap. Mia likes the quiet. It is a soft blanket over the day's noise. She finds comfort in the routines, the slow walk down the hall, the turning of a page in her book at the nurse's station. Most of the residents sleep. Their breaths are shallow sighs in the dark rooms. Some residents walk the halls. Their steps are slow shuffles on the polished floor. Mia knows all their names. She knows their small habits. Mrs. Gable likes her water with no ice. Mr. Chen likes the hall light left on. Mia knows when to smile. She knows when to be still and just listen. The night is long, but it is steady. The light from the nurse's station spills into the hall. It makes a yellow square on the floor. It is a safe space. These are the beats of her shift. They are predictable. They are calm. He is called Mr. Hale. He moved to Ward 3 2 weeks ago. His file says he has dementia, but it feels different. He sits in a hard-back chair and looks out at the dark courtyard. He keeps his hands folded in his lap. They are still. His eyes are clear. Too clear. The first time Mia saw him, the air in his room felt wrong, cold and still, like a hush between heartbeats. Mr. Hale did not blink when she entered. He just sat.
Do you need anything, Mr. Hale?
His lips moved, just a little. His eyes stayed on the window, bright and empty, like looking into a deep well. She backed out of the room. The feeling followed her down the hall. It looked like any other door, but now it felt like it was holding its breath. Small things started to change after that. A full kettle cold to the touch, though the water steamed. The lights blinked in a slow, measured rhythm. 1, 2, 3. Then a long pause. A song on the radio would stop at the exact same note every night. The others laughed and blamed the old building. They did not feel the pattern. They did not smell the damp earth. When she checked on him, the room smelled like damp earth after long rain, like a cellar. When he walked, he dragged one foot. The drag made no sound at all, dark cloth over glass. Mia kept a small notebook. She wrote about the cold, the smell, the odd, deep silence that lived in his room. One night, rain hammered the windows, and the wind made the old building groan. The ward jumped between light and dark. Near 2 a.m, the heater popped and went silent. That is when Mia heard the tapping. Tap, tap. It came from Mr. Hale's room. The knob was cold under her hand. The room was darker than the hall. Mr. Hale sat in his chair, a paper cutout against the glass. On the chair arms, she saw marks, fingernail prints pressed from the inside out, burned into the finish. "Mr. Hale?" she whispered. He turned his head, unnaturally smooth, like a doll on a peg. His mouth opened, wider than a mouth should. A stretched smile flashed, then was gone. The air thickened, pressing on her ears and skin. She smelled damp earth and old stones and forgotten words. Mr. Hale's eyes glittered like stars in oil. He lifted a thin finger and pointed at the far wall. On the plain white wall was a shadow without a light to cast it. No face, only the edge of a wide grin. The grin grew teeth, thin and long, a fine saw edge. Patient, hungry. He spoke with 2 voices at once, his weak tone and a low rumble from a deep, empty room.
"She's waiting," the voices said. "She was waiting before the house. She was waiting before the walls."
Mia stumbled. Her shoe struck the bed. The sound was sharp in the thick silence. The shadow on the wall pressed forward. Its grin was huge. Its teeth were a black line, and from its side, a small, pale hand reached out. The fingers were too long, too many. Visual beat. White pillow with tiny child-sized teeth marks and dark finger smudges pressed into the corner. Then the dark came, a heavy weighted dark. It pushed on her. It smelled of the earth closing over.